William Shakespeare. Just his name brings history to life. He didn't start with money. He didn't go to a grand university. But he had something far more powerful, a dream. And that dream changed the world. It was April 1564 in Stratford-upon-Avon, a small town. Narrow streets, wooden houses, and in one of them, a baby boy was born. His parents, John and Mary Shakespeare, held him close, not knowing this child would one day shape language itself. Stratford wasn't big, it wasn't loud, but it was full of life. Farmers worked the fields. Traders sold their goods. Children played in the streets. Among them, young William watched. He listened. He felt everything. Unlike other boys, he didn't just play. He imagined. He told stories. He made up rhymes. He loved words. Even then, deep inside, he knew his future wasn't in gloves or farming. It was in stories. At school, he learned Latin, read ancient texts, studied great writers. But he didn't just read books. He walked through fields. He listened to birds. He played with friends. Yet deep inside him burned a fire for words, for stories, for meaning. Then came trouble. His father's business failed. Money problems grew. Days were hard. Sometimes there wasn't enough food. But instead of giving up, William watched. He felt pain. He saw change. And he understood life, with all its highs and lows. By 14, he had already read many books, watched traveling actors perform. He knew one thing: his future wasn't in gloves or farming. It was in stories. At 18, he fell in love with Anne Hathaway. She was older than him. In those days, that was unusual. But love doesn't follow rules. Soon, she was expecting a child. That meant they had to marry quickly. In November 1582, they became husband and wife. 6 months later, their daughter Susanna was born. 2 years after that, twins, Judith and Hamnet. William was now a father of 3, but how would he support them? No money, no job, no land, only his words. Only his dreams. So began the lost years, 1585 to 1592. No records, no proof, only theories. Maybe he taught, maybe he acted. Some say he even ran from trouble. But whatever happened, by 1592, he arrived in London, with nothing, but ready for everything. London was full of energy, of ambition, of competition. Theater ruled the city. Shakespeare entered this world not as a star, but as a learner, an actor, a writer. He studied voices, movements, emotions, and slowly he started writing plays. First, simple ones, to entertain, to earn. Then deeper ones, plays that made people think, feel, question life itself. By 1592, he was known, but not everyone liked him. A famous writer insulted him, called him an upstart crow, a nobody trying to fly like a king. But Shakespeare didn't stop. He wrote more, acted more, gained respect. Then came the plague. Theaters closed. No stage, no audience, no income. But Shakespeare didn't fall. He turned to poetry, wrote 2 long poems, Venus and Adonis and The Rape of Lucrece. They made him famous. Even the Queen loved his work. When theaters reopened, he returned stronger. Joined a company called the Lord Chamberlain's Men. He wrote and performed some of the greatest plays ever: Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, Macbeth, Othello. Plays about love, power, betrayal, jealousy, human nature. In 1599, something amazing happened. They built the Globe Theater. Their own stage, their own home. Thousands came to watch. Every performance brought more fame, more fortune. By the early 1600s, Shakespeare was rich, owned shares in the Globe, published his plays, had royal support, lived in comfort, but he wanted more, deeper stories, more powerful emotions. He wrote King Lear, Macbeth, The Tempest, plays filled with darkness, depth, meaning. Because now he wasn't just writing for fun. He was writing from experience, from loss, from life. In 1613, he retired. Left London, returned to Stratford, to peace, to family, to quiet mornings, to gardens, to memories. He spent time with his daughters, talked about life, about dreams. Even in retirement, his mind never stopped, still thinking, still creating. Then, in 1616, he fell ill. Quickly got worse. Friends gathered. Family wept. On April 23rd, at age 52, William Shakespeare passed away. But his words didn't die. They lived on. Plays kept being performed, books kept being read, his name kept being spoken. Over 400 years later, his stories still move hearts. His words are part of our language. To be or not to be. All the world's a stage. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. He showed us that dreams can come true, that talent can rise from anywhere, that words have power, iora, to heal, to inspire, to change the world. If Shakespeare could do it, a boy from a small town, then so can you. Maybe you want to write, speak, create, lead. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let doubt win. You have a story to tell, a voice that matters. Dream big, work hard, never give up, because your destiny is not written in stars. It's written by you. William Shakespeare believed in himself. Now it's your turn. If this story moved you even a little, like this video, comment below. What's your dream? Let's inspire each other. Subscribe. Hit the bell icon. We're learning, growing, becoming unstoppable, together. Stay inspired. Stay unstoppable. See you in the next video.